Hey y'all, welcome back to Honey Junkies. Today we're going to be going over some basic beekeeping tools that you're going to want to need if you're a first-time beekeeper. And most of the stuff that I got, the websites, I'm going to put those down and you can go to that website. Everything I mostly got from either Amazon or some bee website. I've never really went into a bee store and bought stuff because you never know if those products are going to be good. Like I bought some gloves. Okay. So anyways, one of the first things you're going to want is these gloves. If you're a first-time beginner, you're going to want these because them bees are going to go crazy when you first open the box. So the reason why you wouldn't want to buy store-bought ones if you don't know they're actually going to work and they're not fully sheet is the bees, they'll get in these little creases or they'll get all along the lines and they will sting you and it will sting through. So I recommend getting 100% sheepskin gloves. They help a lot. And then these ones, they also go all the way up to right there, about to your elbow. So when you put your suit on, they just slide right inside of it. And they're really good. Or if you don't want a suit and you just don't want to get your hands stung, then they're also good for this because they'll go halfway up your arm. Second is a smoker. So your smoker is going to calm the bees down. What you're going to do is you're going to open the top. You're going to put some grass or some pine straw in there. Take a lighter, light the top of it. Then just you're going to pump, keep pumping. Close the top, pump some more until you get it good and going. And then crack your box, put a little in there, and then take it off. Look for your queen on the top. So that's really good, and you should get one of those. Like, that's one of the also main things. Next is this little tool. This little tool is going to be your best friend. And basically what you're going to do is the bees are going to build up some wax between the frames. So this just helps. So you can just stick it in there, move it side to side, and then take this and then pick the side of the frame up without damaging anything. And it's a little sharp, but not sharp enough to cut you if you're being responsible with it. So definitely this thing and the smoker are going to be your best friend. Alright, next. So for my big fingered people that have arthritis maybe in their hands and they can't grab the frame, this little thing is going to help you in so many ways. Basically what you're going to do is you're first going to use this tool, separate the frames. Then you're going to reach down and you're going to pick up the frame up with this and then just pull it straight out. And this is going to help a lot of people because all you have to do is put it down and pull. Lady. Okay. And then what you're going to also want is this frame divider. When you get done pulling your frames out or anything, put this between the frames and pull back, and it will put your frames in a line where the bees have enough room to build more honey. And it was kind of just back where it was, so you just put it in and then pull back gently, and then your bees are gonna have enough room to make more honey or comb. Next is an uncapper. The uncapper, this is one of the smaller ones, but you can see the ends, they're really sharp. It's out of focus. The ends are really sharp, and basically if you are going to get a honey turner and you're gonna get in the bee business for doing honey, then I suggest you get you a bee uncapper because this is gonna uncap the ones that, like, there's two different sizes. You got a large one and a small one like this. Now this one, it's like a sword. It's really sharp, so be careful. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna slide it down your frame and it's gonna uncap the capped honey. And then this one is for the ones that you missed. Obviously, you can just go in there, lift the lid up, pull it out. So these, you're going to want these if you are going into the honey business, which you're going to need it if you have bees because they're going to produce that honey. Now, if you are going to dot your queen, you're going to want these two tools. You cannot just pick her up with your hands because if she's a good queen, then you'll smush her head if you pick her up with just your bare hands. So what you want to do, you'll see her crawling on a frame. Gently take this little clip, pick her up in it. I use this to dot her with. Open this, drop her in there, close it, and then push her up to this is styrofoam, so it's not going to hurt her. Just don't kill her. push it up, take a non-toxic pin, daughter. But you want to make sure it's non-toxic or it's going to kill her. Next, if you are going to go into making a queen, I suggest you know what you're doing first and learn from a professional before you actually mess with making a queen, because they can be very tricky. But here's one of the tools you're going to want to make a queen with. And actually, this is what they look like. You'll scoop your queen out with that. You can see how that moves. Let's just get up. You can see how that moves, and it scoops her out. Like, you'll just take this, there'll be a feather, and then you just take this and you scoop her out. And then you put her into your bee maker. And then you can make a queen. If that queen that you have in the hive already is not strong, or she's just not laying enough brood, then you'll use that. Here's what most of the comb will look like. This doesn't have any honey in it, but that's what it looks like. Like I said, it's very easy to break, and you have to be careful because all you got to do is just snap and it breaks. So I suggest you be very careful. And then this one, I don't personally use this, but you can if you want, but I would not recommend it. So what you do is you'll take your frame, and then you just swipe your bees off with it. Very gently though, because your queen could be on there and you could harm her, and yeah, it's just, yeah. So you just swipe them off like that, and pretty plain and simple. All right, thank you guys for watching.